a few moments. But first, begin with something that really affects all of us. It's made a lot of heads turn today. Within the next year, we could be rolling up our sleeves for a third COVID-19 vaccine. That according to the CEO of Pfizer, who added that annual COVID-19 vaccinations may be necessary. Health officials say it's still unclear how long people are protected against the virus once they are fully vaccinated. So we didn't know how long the protection is. A third vaccine shot seems likely at this point. Let's bring in Dr. Nina Shapiro of UCLA School of Medicine to explain what this means for all of us. Dr. Shapiro, welcome back to the show.
Great to be here. So what it means is that it's really not a surprise to a lot of us. We know that the immunity lasts longer than the natural infection, but it will wane over time. And that time is roughly a year. So it is very likely that the majority of us, or all of us, will need a booster shot not only next year, but probably annually. This may become, I hate to compare this to the flu because it's such a different illness, but it may become like an annual flu shot where we just get it every year. And that keeps the herd immunity going, keeps COVID out of society. So it is very likely, and it's really not surprising, and it's nothing to be worried about. It doesn't mean that these current vaccines are not effective and not long lasting and not going to save us. So continue to get your first and second doses.
You know, they've been talking about this for a long time now. I'm surprised that people are surprised about a booster because, frankly, when I heard it was a year, I thought, wow, that's great. They were talking 6 months, so this is good. However, when this comes on the heels of what's going on with Johnson & Johnson, which feels a little more serious than it was first reported, are you worried that the combination of these two things are going to cause some hesitancy?
I'm always worried about vaccine hesitancy. I'm a real strong proponent of vaccines. So whenever I hear that there's going to be a little bit of a hiccup in the promotion of vaccines, it concerns me. But again, I really want to emphasize this is a good thing. This is showing that the vaccine is working. It's not going to work forever. We never thought this was going to give us lifelong immunity. So we just need to keep COVID out of society indefinitely. And we see the variants are coming, and the new vaccines, meaning the ones that are going to be coming out from both Pfizer and from Moderna a year from now, will protect against the variants that may seep through after this current vaccine gets completed.
And real quickly, we have this on the screen right now. Does this mean Pfizer for life? Are you going to have to stick with the same brand that you got over and over again, perhaps throughout the rest of your life?
Well, Pfizer would love that, wouldn't they? But Moderna has the very similar technology to Pfizer. So they're both mRNA vaccines. So it may be that if you got Moderna on rounds 1 and 2, you may be fine to get Pfizer a year from now. We don't yet know that, but it is very likely that certainly within the mRNA technology, you can switch from one to the other.
All right, Dr.
But not necessarily to Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca, because those are different compounds.
Well, they're off the table right now, so.
Right, that's true.
at least
time
here.
will tell.
All right, Dr. Nina Shapiro, I don't know if you're going to be Pfizer or Moderna for life, but I know you are TMZ for life. And thanks for being with us here tonight.
Thank you for that, Doctor.
Yeah. All right. 2 of our local members of Congress